Hello, welcome back to another episode of Modded Kerbal Space Program. I am on my way back from Minmus here, and we're hoping I'm going to live through this. We don't have direct line of sight on the sun anymore, so I'm going to go ahead and retract these solar panels. We are traveling very, very quickly towards the atmosphere here. And there's some weird graphical glitches rendering going on with the planet, but nothing huge. So we're going to slowly time accelerate us till we get close. And then once we get to like 70 or 80,000, I think we're going to burn off the rest of our fuel and ditch that stage.
Yep.
All right, we're at about 85,000 now. I think I'm gonna tell it to hold retrograde, and then we're just going to burn off the rest of our fuel here, slowing us down. We are traveling very, very quickly. I don't know how much this is going to help, but hopefully it will help us a lot. We are in the atmosphere now.
Let's see here, where haven't I gotten mystery goo a lot of places? Oh, yeah, alright, we're gonna let's see how well we can go to the moon with. Actually, with that last rocket I made, I had a lot of Delta V with that. I kind of do want it a little bit more, what's the phrase? Nimble. But I don't think... Let's see here. Do I have the cone that goes from big to small, or that goes from like medium to small? I don't think I have that. So we'll start off sort of like we always do with a command pod, and going to the moon. I will usually take, let's take a large fuel tank here, and you know what we need to do before we do that? We need our, you know what, here's what we'll do. We're going to load our last rocket.
Alright, well, we're coming back in. We're probably going to lose these solar panels because, well, they're sticking out, but that's fine. We're separated from our engine stage, but I kind of waited too long, so it's kind of like plastered to our ship. So it may explode. It may not. If it does, it's fine. It's not actually attached to us, so it shouldn't actually blow us up. I can't actually even like right click on it to see if it's going to explode anymore or not. Surprisingly enough, our solar panels haven't like disintegrated yet. And we're actually, wow. We've actually survived a reentry without any major incident here. Which is weird considering like our engine and fuel tank is still kind of like plastered to the bottom of our ship. We are not slow enough. Oh, now we're slow enough to deploy our chutes. We land in the ocean. We should be bringing back a ton of science here, though.
Alright, so I added another random... I added a life support can, just to give myself a little bit of fudge factor.
Did you add a small? If you add a small and a small waste, it gives you like 65 days of life support.
Oh, really? I just did like the one that matches the bottom base, which I think is like the regular.
If you do a small and a small waste and put it on the top of the ship, it matches the size of the top of the command pod.
So, okay, so yeah, that's less weight probably.
Yeah.
So small. Where's the small? Life support small. And life support weight. Ooh, that's a big one. We don't have to shit that much.
All right, chutes are up. SAS is off. And now we just need to land. And then we will have collected our science and had a successful mission.
Okay, so let's take this fuel tank and see if we can get away with slapping it on here and here. So that is... Alright, so we got enough thrust to weight ratio to get ourselves up out of here. Oh, maybe, let's see here. So let's take a look at our weight and balance. Again, slightly off-centered, but that is just... Well, I wonder... Well, nah, I'm not gonna...
What's wrong?
Well, like, the ball for my center of lift is, like, just slightly off-center.
That's weird.
Yeah. So, alright. Oh, I almost forgot. Solar panels. Definitely need solar panels. Otherwise, this is just going to be a complete and total waste of time.
Yeah. Pretty important.
Mm-hmm. Where are my solar panels? I really do not like how these solar panels don't mold very well to the...
All right.
rocket.
And we're back, and let's recover.
I'm just going to do this because I'm lazy and don't care.
And we brought, wow, 333 science.
Let me add some...
That'll get us heavy rocketry. That'll get us this first stage of stuff. And we still have like 209 left. So what should we get with our 209?
Well, let's launch and see what happens here. This is 6,100 Delta V. That's enough, right? Yeah. To go in orbit.
Yeah, it should be. I just went to the Minmus in like 6,500.
Yeah. That's how NASA does it. It should be enough.
Well, let's see. The chart says 4,500 to low orbit, plus another 860 plus 200. So, I mean, yeah, it should be, as long as you don't, screw up too much.
Hi, you must be new to the channel. My name is Robbie, and I am I'm the color commentator, if you will, of the duo.
What am I gonna get here? I guess I get some airplane parts with what's left.
Oh, the atmosphere is pushing against the ship. I forgot to slow down. Alright. And I'm going to the MUN. I like to get my initial apoapis at about $1,000. 100,000 here. Before I do my orbital burn here. Oh, this is... This is not going to be a very nice orbit in line with the Mun. Let's see what I'm trying to correct it as best I can. Alright, well, we'll correct our...
Because some of these parts are scaled up using tweak scale.
Oh. Alright, so... Spent way too much time organizing my maneuver node that I kind of started maneuver noding way too... Well, not way too late, but probably about a good 40 seconds too late.
Yeah, that can happen.
Yep. So, hopefully I didn't frack things up so bad. I haven't passed apoapsis yet, so we're doing good there.
Okay, so this is the satellite launcher I designed, and it's ridiculous. It's gigantic, and that's just because
It's
this
Kerbal!
satellite... Well, the satellite is just really very, very heavy. So you need a lot of fuel, I guess. I don't know. A lot of things to get it into orbit. This thing actually flies fairly stable. We're gonna try and launch a synchronous satellite here. We need a Kerbal.
You want to tell them a little bit about the pattern that we are planning on using?
I can't really it's hard to describe.
It really is hard to describe. It's a it's like a clover leaf surrounded by a something.
It's kind of like a clover leaf inside of a circle. So basically, there will be a synchronous, I guess it's geosynchronous satellite, in orbit, almost directly above KSP, or as close to directly above KSP as possible. And then there will be 4 what's considered a Molina orbits inside, satellites inside that. And they're basically semi-synchronous orbits. So instead of having a 6-hour orbit, which is how long it takes Kerbin to do a full rotation, 1 Kerbin day is 6 hours. So instead of a 6-hour orbit, they'll have 3-hour orbits. And with 4 of them, and they're all linked up, it should basically let them all link up to connect through the synchronous satellite back to Kerbin. And this may not be the best way to do it, but it's the easiest way I've found.
Yeah, we've tried to go through the other ways. I mean, yeah, the easiest way you might think is a bunch of geosynchronous orbits.
They're definitely easy if you've got enough parts, because you can build a single ship to launch all 3. But it's a lot harder when you can't really do that.
But it is like, as it is in real life, it is difficult to maintain a satellite in geosynchronous orbit.
Right. All right, so we've got a crew. Oh, and there goes my game. It's the Bobby Show.
Oh, God. Panicking. Now, let's see here. I am heading to my maneuver node here. And we are going to adjust a plane of orbit to match the Mun's. I say we did that pretty well. We'll just get rid of that. And now, where is the Mun?
Are you in orbit?
I am in orbit. Yes, I've got like. Hold on, I've got like. I gotta pull up my DMP control panel. Oh wait, no, I can't sync to you because you're not in the game.
Yeah.
But like your Minimus ship is still
Mm.
like floating around. So okay, there's the Mun. Okay, so and we are here.
How much
So
Delta V do you have left?
I have orbit. No, vessel. Vessel has my Delta V. I think I have 2100.
Okay, that should be more than enough. Just try and get your periapsis on your encounter as low as possible. It'll
Yeah.
save you a lot of fuel and time.
hmm So we got to do a one of them. The most efficient way to encounter a planet is one of them spirals. God, what's the name of that spiral? That follows like the spiral that's like in like Greek art and everything,
I don't
and
know.
like and in seashells.
Fibonacci?
Yeah, the Fibonacci spiral. That's what it is.
Sure.
Yeah, that is like the best way to encounter, another orbital
I don't know.
body.
I just play with the maneuver node until I get an encounter that uses the least amount of Delta V as possible. Which, for all intents and purposes, it mostly works out so that as you're coming around the planet, you basically just um, burn towards the Mun until you have an encounter.
Yeah, you see right here. This actually is. No, it's probably. Well, I am impacting the planet. What is that? Do you know you can use your mouse wheel to like slightly fine tune the
Yeah, it kind of annoys me sometimes.
54. Look at that. That is almost. I wouldn't call. Actually, I probably wouldn't call it a Fibonacci spiral, but it kind of looks like one.
All right. Let's see about launching this satellite now.
All right. Well, I am set with that. All right. Let's get our Mun on.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Coming back is where you're going to need the luck, I think. Save
We'll be fine.
and let's launch.
All right. So we got a peri. Oh god, our periapsis is 71 meters. Well,
Yeah, that's a little too low.
We will fine tune that when we get closer to the interception. I'm not going to sit around and frack with that more. So, all right, we are going to we're going to warp to the maneuver node. Whee!
Yeah, usually when I'm doing those encounters, I just kind of stop looking at the maneuver itself and look at my actual like encounter and periapsis
Yeah.
stuff, and then like again ignore the maneuver and just keep the throttle going a little bit until we get what we need.
Mm-hmm.
Let's throttle up and launch. Actually, we need to revert. Some of our struts have gone missing.
Okay. And as the mod promised, it stopped us 3 minutes prior to our maneuver node. But we're going to accelerate to about 45 seconds to our maneuver node here. Or way beyond. Or 13 seconds. Whatever.
In fact, all of our struts went missing. That's super weird. the ones on the inside didn't go missing. That's strange. Alright. Save. Oh, no. Cancel.
Albart has a very
Save.
worried look on his face.
Launch. I mean, wouldn't you if you were in his position?
Yeah. We need to go onto the website and like Kerbalize ourselves.
Why?
Because all the Kerbals look exactly the same.
You can't put them in the game.
Oh, you can't?
No.
Well, that's dumb. Squad! Come on, squad!
Alright, and let's launch.
Nope, I need to pay attention here as we get close to our encounter. So, Untitled has no operational SAS module.
Did you forget to deploy your...
I have?
Oh, your solar panels don't need to be deployed.
Yeah.
Sometimes it just says that. Try turning your SAS on.
Yeah.
So this isn't going to be a very efficient launch because we want to, for all intents and purposes, we want to reach the altitude of geosynchronous orbit here as quickly as possible. We want to basically just burn straight up to it so that we are almost like we're there while the space center is still below us. And this is the easiest way I've found to do that.
Okay, we gotta... This would actually be a good... Well, it's gonna put us on a... Well, I wouldn't say a good one for a landing, but... So our moon periapsis is 24,000 meters. And that's what we'll stick it with. Actually, while we are on that screen, we will warp to the encounter. Give us some warping music, Paul!
This is some, this is a bit of a long launch for this, because this thing has, like... Well, it starts off with basically exactly, like, 1.01 thrust-to-weight ratio. So it takes a little while to get going.
And what is my delta V? Right, 1200 delta V, so yeah.
But we're starting to pick up some speed here.
If
it's very possible this Kerbal will die. It's hit or miss with this with the reentry on these. Because I'm using an inline cockpit and they don't necessarily like to re-enter well.
Mm-hmm.
So...
Oh, that's right.
This guy's got like a 50% chance of survival, I think.
Are you using the... Are you using like fins or something to try to like get that slightly more...
No, I probably should have, but I don't think there's room inside the fairing.
Alright. So this is actually... I think... Let me look a little bit more at this. Oh, okay, so I'm not technically orbiting the Mun. I am... This is a good slingshot maneuver, I think, though.
Yeah, you don't actually have to achieve an orbit to get the science from space around. That's what I just did with Mimis. Was, got high over as soon as I was inside its sphere of influence and then got low over...
True. And then actually I could use this trajectory. I'm pretty much getting right back in orbit around the Mun. I'll slow down a little bit. 24,000 would be considered in space low for the Mun, right?
Yeah, it should be.
Yeah, that's way low because that's... And
it's not the same as Kerbin.
Yeah. I just want to make sure. We'll see what happens when it switches over to the Mun. Because... Well,
24,000 should be fine.
Yeah.
Alright, so what we're doing here is we're keeping a very steep trajectory here.
And here's the Mun right there.
But we're kind of bringing our angle over a little bit to try and keep our apoapsis. We need to keep our apoapsis ahead of where the Space Center actually is.
Yeah, adding those extra survival cans just makes this a whole lot less
nerve-wracking.
Nerve-wracking, yes.
And we need to bring our apoapsis up to like 2.8 million meters.
We're gonna accelerate time. So we cross over that. Slow back down. Oh, okay, I see how we're going here.
Now we need to stage, which isn't really working because it didn't stage properly. Great.
All right, so we are in space high over the Midlands. Let's accelerate some time here. How are our supplies doing? Our electric charge is 100%.
That's really annoying. All right, so we're going to have to do some things a little bit differently here with this and hope we have enough Delta V to make it happen. But we should, hopefully. Let's get rid of our fairing. And we're going to have to get rid of this engine stage as well. All right, let's activate our engine and see how this goes.
We're still in space high. I'm going to slow down. We're at 200,000 meters. Camera position changed. Ideally, I would like to look... Okay, we're now in space low. This is about 60. Observe the mystery goo. Do we get mystery goo by the mile in space near the Mun? Science. Let's do a crew report. Near the Mun. Keep that data. I am a little bit hesitant to do this.
To do what?
An EVA.
Are you high or low?
I am in space low.
Yeah, say definitely do it low. It's worth more at low.
Yes.
But you can do it high too. You can get both.
Yes, true. I'm going to observe the materials bay here. Get our 75 science for that. All right. Yeah. We are on an escape trajectory, Altbart. That means we only get one chance at this, all right?
Okay, so I think what we're going to do here is...
Good job, Altbart.
Going to stage that, since that's out of fuel. And then we're going to...
I should get a temperature scan.
Stage this one. Okay. This Kerbal is now destined to crash back into the planet. And probably die. Now we've got control over our satellite, which only has 400 meters per second delta V left. So this may or may not... it's not going to work. Okay, so we're gonna revert. Unfortunately, because we screwed something up and stayed within our staging here.
We got 2 EVAs around the Mun. Ooh, Highland Craters. You ready, Alpart? Come on. Come on, you can do this. Okay, it changed to the far east side crater. We'll still take it, though. EVA report. Keep data. All right, get back in. Get back in. We are killing it. Alpart, come on. All right, good job. All right, when we hit in space high, I'm going to hit the last goo canister. What is the far east side crater? Do you know where the face supposedly is?
I have no idea. I don't know where any of those Easter eggs are.
Because as I'm orbiting the Mun, I'm thinking about where we should eventually build our station, our moon base. But that's several episodes away.
Yeah, we got quite a ways for that yet.
Yeah. Considering the fact we're still trying to launch our satellite network.
Yeah. We're actually pretty much at the end of the episode.
I already got Highlands.
How long do you think until you're re-entering?
I could. I'm on my way out. I'm on my way out of the lunar of the. You know, I'm on my way back to Kerbin technically right now.
Okay.
Yes. I am accelerating away. Did we get the Midlands? I'm pretty certain we got the Midlands.
Well, let's go. Why don't we go a little long in this?
Go a little long. We can do some editing. Okay, then we'll time warp ourselves here because I'm.
Don't smash into the planet.
Oh, I'm not. No, I was on an escape trajectory the whole time.
Oh.
But we want to get in space high with this other mystery goo canister. There you go, 20 easy science like that. All right, yes, we are definitely on a trajectory away from the Mun. So as soon as we get, actually, we're going to just warp out of its SOI. Like that. Map. Okay. I was hitting the wrong button. Okay, so now we are going to hit retrograde. And this is not an ideally efficient area to do this, but I also don't want to, orbit completely. I don't want to orbit 17 million meters away from the planet to get to Apoapsis. So we're just going to burn a prograde here.
Hopefully I fixed the staging problem.
Oh, good.
And I'm launching again.
Okay. Oof. Oh, I have fuel left. I have a reentry altitude of 10,000 meters. That's probably way too low.
Probably. Do you have fuel?
Yeah, I have fuel. Yeah. I can. Should I wait till
normal or? Well, whichever. What are the radial or anti-radial? Whichever one rotates it around. Try making a maneuver node directly in front of you and see which one brings that up. Then you can just delete the maneuver node and point to radial or anti-radial, whichever one solves the situation. They're the light blue ones.
Yeah. It doesn't tell you though. I think it's anti-radial.
If you hover over the dots on your thing.
Yeah, it'll tell you anti-radial will definitely raise my apoapsis as well.
Yeah, so just point your ship in at anti-radial and just throttle up just a tiny little bit.
Get rid of this maneuver node here. 9 million meters above the surface of the planet. Oh, whoa, that's going the wrong way. Radial.
Whoops.
Yep.
All right, we are launching again.
I got 914 delta V.
Yeah, you have plenty.
Yeah. Like I said, that slingshot that I got myself into around the Mun did us very well. Oops, that's okay. So I'm at about 39,000 meters right now. Is that too low? What
You should be all right at 39. Just keep your delta V, and like when you get to like, keep your fuel that's left, and when you get to like 80,000 meters or so, just burn the rest of your fuel retrograde.
Okay.
It should burn off some speed, and you can just drop it down from there.
Yeah. Let's see here. I just hit a maneuver node like much closer. Thanks to our friends at Kerbal Alarm Clock, we're still only 500,000 meters above the surface. Our reentry angle is that's the angle of my orbital velocity. Is that though my reentry angle? That is at a 40-degree angle of attack. Because 90 degrees would be, yeah. So, okay. Now, we can speed up time a little bit faster here and see how we go. I mean, your problem with too steep of an angle of attack is that you don't slow down fast enough, right? Or something like that? Or you can't...
Yeah, too steep of an angle. The problem is that you're going way too fast when you're hitting the thicker parts of the atmosphere.
Yeah.
But too shallow of an angle and you bounce out.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we've got our fairing open. We need to open our...
You would go back around, though, wouldn't you?
Well, you would go back around, yes, but you don't always necessarily have enough life... I mean, you probably do have enough life support to do that.
Well, yeah, I have enough life support, yeah.
But it also takes a while.
Yeah.
And you also have to be careful because I'm sure your solar panels are mounted radially.
Yeah.
So they could burn off.
Oh, they're actually on my bottom stage.
Oh, yeah, so...
All right.
All right, so I'm going to warp out to my apoapsis here.
So, let me think here.
Roughly.
We are at... Actually, our declination has gone down a little bit. We are at about a 25-degree declination. I think that's declination. Or ascension.
Ascending and descending nodes?
No, I'm talking about the astronaut version of angle of attack.
Oh, sure. I have no idea.
I believe it's called declination. Mention in the comments if I'm right or wrong. All right. So, actually,
All right. So now that we're out here roughly at our apoapsis, we want to bring our orbital period up to a 6-hour orbital period.
I'm gonna do that thing where I'm gonna point my ship. No, it's not radial. It's normal, right? Or anti-normal. That puts
Those are the purple ones.
yeah. So yeah, that'll put me at a. That'll expose as much of my ship to the atmosphere.
I wouldn't do that.
You wouldn't do that?
No, you're gonna explode.
Okay. All right.
All right, let's bring our orbital period up. We're close enough to our apoapsis; it doesn't really matter all that much.
I am actually going to, at 80,000 feet, I am going to blast the rest of my
that's what I would do.
Yes. Because at this point in time, I don't think it's so much angle as it is speed. Although my declination is falling.
What's your apoapsis at?
It's at 39.
Yeah, you'll be fine at 39, especially if you use the rest of your delta V.
Yeah. I've got... Oh, I should be doing that now. All right. Atmosphere doesn't hit, guys, until just shy of 40,000 meters, so let's slow ourselves down as best we can. We can do this, Altbart. We have a 10-degree angle of attack. And it's increasing, which is... Are we still...
4.
Alright, so we're going to... Before we start hitting the atmosphere here...
5.
I want to say I've hit the atmosphere going at similar speeds here. So we're going to flip prograde here. Launch our last segment here, and then flip back retrograde. Turn SAS off. And hold on to your butts.
All right, there we go. That's roughly a 6-hour... Roughly a 6-hour orbital period.
We started that just at the right time.
I'm probably going to turn retrograde and yeah, we're going to turn retrograde and take it down just under a 6 if I can get it to stop spinning. This thing is a little bit unwieldy.
Yeah, plenty of temperature. Come on.
There we go. Close enough.
We got plenty of shielding at the moment. Come on. 20,000 feet. Oh, we're coming out of the bad stuff. All right. We're breaking sound barriers. So I stop rotating. All right, what's my AGL? 6,000 feet AGL.
That wasn't what I wanted to do. Oh well. Let's decouple that.
And get rid of our heat shielding. 2,300 feet AGL. 140 meters a second. All right. Got a little scared there. So I launched my chute because I saw the ground coming up. That's why I didn't trust my my radar altimeter. Alright. So we got SAS off, so we will float down to the ground here. Landing safely in the Kerbal Highlands. Altbart with all of his successful EVAs around the Mun. Slowing down. Floating. Let's see here. 150 meters AGL. 100 meters AGL. Drop out of time warp. And we're definitely going to roll. Definitely going to land uneven. 25 meters AGL. Oh, and Altbart is over. Oh! Oh! Come on!
What happened?
Oh! The rolling down the hill blew up my Science Junior and everything. Oh. Oh, now Altbart is rolling down the hill.
Turn your SAS on.
SAS on. Oh. Oh, well.
Whoops. Part of the reasons why again,
Landing legs.
landing gear, yeah.
Here, let's try to... Let's see if we can... I think we've already done an EVA in the Highlands. We've already done a surface sample in the Highlands. And a little bit of science for that. Alright, well, we still got some science out of it, Altbart. Let's see what's recoverable. You had 89 science on you. I can't complain. You did good. Let's see if there's anything recoverable out there. Maybe a oh, and I crashed. Can you see if there's anything recoverable out there?
I'm re-entering still. But we'll look into that off camera and we'll pick up back here next time. I'm not really worried about this guy. If he dies, he dies. If he doesn't, whatever.
So proud of you today, Altbart.
All right, so we'll see you next time. If you like the video, click like and subscribe, and thanks for watching. Bye.